Okay, I don't know if you can see that. That's the game. There's 8:28 left in the fourth. Pittsburgh is down by 21 points to the 2-10 Arizona Cardinals, and I genuinely don't give two flying. Hold on. How far in are we? I can't start in the first minute, or else. I love how I'm worried about this getting demonetized. It's gonna get like maybe 100 views if I'm lucky. Yeah, I don't care. I could give two flying fucks about this game. I have been waiting 2 hours for it to resume play, just for us to allow a fucking touchdown and basically like another touchdown that Pete got toasted on. So, all right, here we go. I'm just going to make this now so I can upload it now and I can just go about the rest of my day. I can fucking take this piece of shit off. So, you guys remember last week when I was super excited because the offense looked good? And then on the first drive of this game, it fucking continued to look really good. And I was like, all right, it's a field goal. And then the defense was doing its job on the Cardinals first 4 drives. The first field goal, I was like, you know what? It was technically it's a fair call on Atlanta Roberts when he hit was it Amari DeMarcado when he hit him late, but that's just such a bang play. But technically, I guess whatever. But I was like, all right, cool. We allow a field goal because of that. We're fine. And honestly, the defense was doing its job. And then the offense stalls on 3 or 4 straight drives. They've still only scored 3 points, so it has continued to stall. And you know what? I already know what the title of this video is going to be. It's going to be like the Mike Tomlin effect or something like that, because that's what this fucking is. This is something I can't put this on the offense, and I can put this on the defense as well, which we'll talk about both of those elements in a second. But this is something throughout the entire – and I'm going to lead this with this right now. I don't want Mike Tomlin fired. I want him to be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's the preamble. But this is this thing that we have always fucking known about the Mike Tomlin era. Anytime we have to play a horrible team, we're always fucking underprepared and either comes down to a wire. I don't think we've ever been blown out like this before. I'm sorry, we're not winning this game. We can't fucking stop them on offense, let alone score. We have 3 points through the fourth fucking quarter. I'm watching Mitchell Trubisky just get almost sacked and throw the ball to fucking no one. I really hope that the Steelers fans leave the stadium before the game and there's 3 people in attendance. But this is something that this game is on Mike Tomlin. It 1,000% is. This game was over before we even lost Kenny. Also, why the fuck we roasted Matt Canada for lining up in shotgun on 4th and 1 in the Texans game, and they fucking did the same thing. You didn't try to do a sneak. You did not line it. And that is something that I am not putting on the OC. I'm not putting on Faulkner or Sullivan right now. This is legit. I am putting this entire fucking game on Mike Tomlin, and I know I'm gonna have to listen to some bullshit, some absolute just poop in the fucking press conference about him talking about this game. Do you know what there is to say about this game? Not a damn thing. Literally nothing. George Pickens is still a god. That's it. I don't understand. Maybe the rain was a reason for this, but we stopped passing the ball even when Kenny was in. 3rd and 6. Let's see what happens. Trubisky in the pocket. And cool, Calvin Austin maybe got his first reception of the day. But we used the entirety of the field last week. We just didn't fucking do that. The deep ball on the first drive, the only drive that actually looked good, the deep ball to Pickens was on the outside. But I will say this, at least it wasn't just a fucking seam route. It was a fucking well-designed route for Pickens to run. But still, we just, after the first drive, we just went away from everything that was working. We just started running the ball nonstop. And also, I know Najee's been running well, but this has to be a serious 50-50 split because there are times, I'm not going to complain about Najee. I'm just saying, if you have a guy who's now done 2 carries in a row and he's probably a little tired, just bring in the guy who's been on the sideline. The coaching in this game is fucking boggling my mind. And I'm not going to act like I could coach an NFL team because I know I couldn't. I barely can coach a Madden team sometimes. But when you have the entirety of the internet being wow, again, Mike Tomlin has done this. This is not if you look at the Miami Dolphins, they were major favorites over, I think Pittsburgh was a 5.5 point favorite in this game. This is at home, by the way. But if you look at the Dolphins, they were major favorites over the Washington Commanders, and they fucking did their job. 45, like, people will give the Dolphins shit all the time. Oh, they only beat bad teams. At least they fucking do that. Pittsburgh can't fucking do that. And like, oh, wow, look, 1st and goal. I can't wait for this to turn into 3 points. Cool. Deontay Johnson is being involved. Oh, no, never mind. Deontay Johnson just caught a touchdown pass. So I guess my fucking thing. But cool, there's 5 minutes left. Yeah, we're totally going to get 2 touchdowns. You're running the ball down. This is what I'm talking about. They just ran the ball down by 21 points. Guess what happens when you do that? You continue to milk the clock. If you actually want to win this game, throw the fucking ball. I just don't understand what they're doing, man. Like, I'm so sick and tired of knowing the same shit is going to happen. Like, I won't lie. I thought this game was going to come up. I thought Pittsburgh, after the first offensive drive and the first, like, 3 defensive possessions that Pittsburgh was on the field against Arizona, I was like, I genuinely thought, this is going to be a game where Pittsburgh is going to get it all clicking. Like, we'll probably win by like 15, 16 points. Like, the offense just stalled on that first drive and got a field goal, but they looked really good. So I can't wait for this game to like get everything going on all cylinders. And then we'll just kind of use this game as a reset going to Thursday night. But no. Deontay, don't fucking celebrate, dude. You cannot be celebrating right now. We're down by 14 points. But no, like, the rest of this game is, and you can't just say it's right when Kenny went out, because did Mitchell Trubisky decide to fucking do a draw or an inside zone on a 4th and goal? Like, wait, hold on. That makes no sense what I was talking about. Sorry. I was saying that it wasn't when Kenny went out. Like, Kenny going out was not what made us lose this game. Was it still attainable? Yeah. I'm pretty sure by the time this freaking delay had ended, there was, 7 minutes left in the third, and it was 10-3. And Pittsburgh, since then, has allowed 10-3. We've allowed 14 points since then. So, it's unexcusable. And here's the worst part, too, is the upcoming schedule. So, as Cardinals, should have been an easy win. Patriots, that should be an easy win. But it's not fucking going to be. And it's on primetime, and this is the best part, is we're going to probably, if we win, it's going to be a 3-point win. I'm calling it right now. But, so that should be an easy game. After that, Cincinnati, who it felt like blew the brakes off last week, but only actually won by 6 points. And then we have Indianapolis, who just got an overtime win. Speaking of Indianapolis in the AFC, this is a game Pittsburgh needed to win, because if we win, we go 8-4. And we're still leading. We're a game ahead of everyone else in the wild card spot, and everyone else being Indianapolis and Houston right now. And also, we're one Baltimore loss away from not only the division, but the fucking 1 seed. That's not even a joke. And if Pittsburgh wants to be a genuine contender, they need a bye week, because they're not going to fucking win the first game. I already know it. I already know this team is going to make the playoffs. It's going to happen, and they're going to lose in the divisional. I just know it's going to happen. Mike Tomlin effect. But so we needed this game, but no, we're gonna drop to 7-5, which is gonna tie us with the Browns, who play later today. So hopefully they lose, and the Texans and the Colts. So, and guess what? The Texans have a game up on us, so that drops us below them. We technically split the season series with Cleveland, so we'll only be above them if we have a better AFC record. So this game, we're lucky this wasn't at least an AFC team, but this shouldn't. This is the shit I'm fucking talking about. Pittsburgh's not planning for this. Pittsburgh has done this consistently over the past, how long is Mike Tomlin? This is his 17th season. Over the last 17 seasons, they always overlook an opponent. And I am genuinely worried about the Patriots game this week. And also, since I fucking keep going here, we're on a short week. Kenny now injured the other ankle. He had injuries with his right ankle, or issues with his right ankle throughout the week, and now he injured his left ankle. Isaac Smalo went out in this game. Fucking great. We lost our green dot for the 3rd time this season. Pittsburgh is depleted. I fucking heard the commentator say, this is a team that hasn't struggled with injuries. Are you fucking stupid? Minkah sorry, not are you fucking stupid, but have you not, your job is to know this. Minkah Fitzpatrick, Cam Hayward, we're both out for an extended period of time. We've lost our starting and our backup middle linebackers to the point where we've had to have Michael Walker and Elandon Roberts as our 2 and our 1, because Elandon Roberts was the 1. Elandon Roberts goes out today. Also, we can't count Levi Wallace as a fucking normal player on the team, because he's burnt toast every single time. So we're essentially playing with 10 every single week anyways. So what are you talking about? Pittsburgh is a team that hasn't struggled with injuries. We are, by the fact that we entered this game 7-4 with the injuries we've had was still kind of Good job by Mike Tomlin, but I don't want to give Mike Tomlin any credit for the fucking atrocity I'm watching right now. Look at this. 1st and 10. Oh, great. Well, my stream is buffering. I don't know. I just don't care about this game. I clearly care because I'm making this video. I just don't care about I have never done this while a game is going. But it's 24-3. Pittsburgh also was on the longest streak in the NFL of allowing teams under 20 points. And then the fucking 2-10 Arizona Cardinals did this shit. Fucking awesome. The only reason I'm happy about this, I'm not. But I had Kyler Murray and Trey McBride in fantasy. So fucking thanks, Pittsburgh, for being unprepared. I just don't get it. I was telling Zach this. Last week genuinely felt like we had turned a corner. And then I watched the first drive of this game. I'm like, awesome. We actually have turned the corner. And then nothing has fucking changed. It's almost like last week didn't happen. And I don't want to hear that the rain was the reason. It's fucking not. Because did the rain affect the defense's pass coverage? I will also say the refs were really fucking shit in this game. But it's just this game... The Steelers lost because of Mike Tomlin. I'm sorry. I know Mike Tomlin doesn't. There's gonna be. I'm the biggest Mike Tomlin defender you'll ever meet. But I know there's gonna be Tomlin defenders in the if there are any comments. But if there are any comments for Mike Tomlin defenders, they're gonna say, "Oh, does Mike Tomlin wear the pads? Does he call the play? Nah. Is he in the huddle?" No, but he should be able to prepare a team that is 7-4 and looked like they were getting better for a team that is 2-10 and looked like they were getting worse, even though they got Kyler Murray back. It's so fucking pathetic. I had a video, 3 weeks ago, that was I think I titled it the Steelers are the most pathetic team in the NFL or something like that. And that should fucking more apply to today, because at least in that game, it was 13-10 to the Browns. But again, with a fucking backup rookie quarterback. This is the shit. Last week, we won 16-10 against Jake Browning. A backup, he's not a rookie, but it's his first, experience as a starting quarterback in the NFL. And the next week we get to play either Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones. And if that game is close, then why the fuck is Pittsburgh vying for a playoff spot? Because they're not going to fucking contain Josh Allen if they make the playoffs. They're not going to contain Patrick Mahomes. They're not going to contain Tua Tagovailoa. You think anyone on this team is going to fucking lock down Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle? Fuck no. You think anyone on this team is going to be able to fucking do anything against the Chiefs defense? Fuck no. We already saw the Jaguars. I'd love to see a rematch with the Jaguars, but if this is what we have to expect for the rest of the season, I don't fucking want to see it. If this is what we have to expect, then this is the reason why we need to just fucking drop an entire year. Oh, no, Mike Tomlin's record. It means fucking horse shit. Let's be real here. I'm thinking about it right now. It is an amazing accomplishment. 16 years, never losing season. That's awesome. That is genuinely awesome. But you have seasons with this fucking bullshit. And I'm old enough to remember when Pittsburgh was playing a Jets team that was trying to lose. This is back when this is the Duck Hodges era. They were trying to lose, and then they lost that game. Pittsburgh lost that game. I remember last season, the Jets team, fucking horrible. We lost that game. It's just the same fucking bullshit, man. God, I started this video I don't really care, and I genuinely don't. I just don't care about this game, but it's such a fucking repetitive thing to expect as a Steelers fan, man. And fandom does wild shit. Because, why do I care this much? Also, it genuinely still is buffering. But it's why do I care this much about a team that doesn't give a fuck about me? And it clearly doesn't give a fuck about their fans. Because, last time they showed the stadium, there was, barely anyone in the stadium. But also, it's just so fucking frustrating. If I, as an employee... let's say oh God, how am I going to try and relate to the NFL here? Let's say there was one aspect of my work that I was always fucking up in, or I was always getting scrutinized for. Connor, you're great at 99 out of 100 things, but this one thing that you're not good at is really sticking out, and you really should fix that. But essentially, if I'm Mike Tomlin right now, I'm no, I'm good at 99 things though, so fuck that one thing. When that one thing is something that is so important as to possibly basically getting as close as possible. That was a horrible phrasing there. As close as possible to locking up a playoff spot. And again, it's not just this season. This is something we fucking expect every single year. I can't wait for next year's schedule to come out, and Pittsburgh has to play one of the bottom 3 teams, and we'll fucking either lose it or win by a game-winning field goal. Speaking of field goals, Boz also missed a field goal. So that's how I should have known this game was over. Again, the way I'm talking, you think we were like an under 500 team, but we're 7-5. I know the game hasn't ended yet, but we're 7-5. We're not fucking winning this. If we're winning this, I will give one person that watches this fucking video, I'll buy you like 3 jerseys of your choice. Fucking there you go. That's how confident I am. Like, all right, let's watch this. Hey, Google, what's the score of the Steelers game?
Currently, the Steelers are trailing the Cardinals 24-10 in the fourth quarter.
Game's over. Hey, Google, how much time is left in the Steelers game?
Currently, the Steelers are trailing the Cardinals 24-10 in the fourth quarter.
Okay, you just didn't answer it. Anyways, I don't fucking care. This team makes me furious. At least the Chargers are going to have a good draft pick. Like there are so many teams that are set up in a better situation by having a bad season this year. But Pittsburgh's going to get a fucking 17th overall pick and not start them for the first half of the fucking season, even though they probably look really, really good. And then, awesome. Cool. I'll see you guys on Thursday when we lose to the Patriots. I'm just calling it now. Pittsburgh's not going to fucking be prepared. Kenny's probably not going to play in that game. If he does and we lose, that's fucking pathetic because you're just pushing him more towards injury. I will give Kenny credit, actually. Kenny's been fucking pushing himself through like every injury this year. Fuck, man. I'll see you guys on Thursday.